Loneliness. What are the signs of loneliness? Why do we feel lonely? Where does it come from? And how do we stop feeling lonely? By the way, my name is Tony. I help men build a life that money can't buy. Things like health, things like building a tribe, and things like finding peace in their life. If you like that stuff, make sure you subscribe, and we're going to get right into it. So, what are the signs of loneliness? Well, three signs that I've noticed when I feel lonely is I tend to isolate myself. I put myself away from people that I normally like being around. Another sign is that I'm searching for distractions. So if I'm feeling lonely, I might, scroll on social media forever. I might go on dating apps. I might, just look for anything. I like to play chess. So I might do anything to get my mind off being lonely. And along the lines of the dating apps, the third sign for me is endless swiping. Sometimes I find myself on dating apps where I'm just swiping for no fucking reason. I don't even want to meet anyone. I'm just feeling lonely and I want some sort of connection. And it's actually led me to deleting my dating apps recently. So, signs of loneliness, why we feel lonely. One of the reasons why I feel lonely sometimes is that I feel like I'm the only one. Like I'm the only one going through something. I'm the only one that understands what I'm going through, that no one else in the world could possibly understand what I'm going through right now. Another reason I might feel lonely is that I can't accept love. I've been in this position before where people have tried to love me and I just didn't accept it. I couldn't accept it at the time. I couldn't love myself, so how could I accept love from anyone else? Another reason why I feel lonely sometimes is I neglect myself. I don't listen to the things that I need, like rest, for example. That's a big one. I tend to neglect rest. And when I neglect rest, there's no amount of people or places or things or quality of that can really pull me out of feeling lonely. And the fifth reason, and this is something that I recently overcame, is socialization over connection. And what I mean by that is I'm in Bali right now and I see a lot of socialization happening. I see a lot of people going out to events, they're networking, they're partying, they're meeting all these people and they're socializing and they're surrounded by people, but it's not real connection. The conversation is the same. Where are you from? What do you do? That's it. And it seems like this constant cycle of just trying to find something, so and it's not going deeper. It's not talking about what brings you to Bali. What is your favorite thing about Bali? What has Bali taught you so far? It's not going into the things that really connect with other people. So those are the signs of loneliness. That's why we feel lonely. And where does it come from? Where does loneliness come from? Well, definitely comes from isolation. If I'm separating myself from anyone, from everyone, I'm bound to feel lonely at some point. And I don't think that solitude is a bad thing. Spending time alone is a bad thing, but isolation is. And what I mean by that is solitude is when I go out and I decide to purposefully be alone in my thoughts for a purpose. I'm reflecting, I'm meditating, I'm working on my mental toughness. Whereas isolation is, I don't want to be around people. I'm going to retreat from them. Where else does loneliness come from? Well, having a lack of purpose. If you or me don't have a purpose in this life, we're moving through life without a real reason for connection. And without that, we tend to feel lonely. Another one is not loving ourselves. If I don't love myself, or if you don't love yourself, how can you allow other people to love you and really feel connected? Where else does it come from? Well, it comes from pushing away loved ones. There's been times in my life where I needed love and support, and I decided to isolate myself from others, even when my loved ones really wanted to be there for me. Another one that's from my past is the feeling that I'm better than everyone else. I'm the only person going through this because I'm putting all these struggles on myself and all these challenges. And, I'm better than everyone else. So no one else can possibly help me or connect with me in the way that I want to be connected with. And another reason that people feel lonely is they're wearing a mask. I've been guilty of this too, where I go around and I feel like I got to be this certain kind of person. I can't be myself because if I'm myself, then this person won't like me and I won't be able to get this from this person. And the truth is, when I wear a mask, even if I do connect with someone, they're not connecting with me, and I could feel that. So signs of loneliness, why we feel lonely, where does it come from? Here's the meat of it. How do we stop feeling lonely? Well, the first thing is to focus on real connection and not just socializing. When you meet someone, you want to find out about them. Being genuinely interested in them is going to get them genuinely interested in you. And when they're interested in you, it's important to be authentic, to be yourself, regardless of what you think the outcome might be, and to be vulnerable. This is something that a lot of us struggle with, being real and talking about the shit that not only the stuff that you're proud of and you're happy for and that you're moving towards, but the struggles that you're going through, because that's where real connection happens. If you're sitting around and you're having conversations just about your aspirations, cool. People can connect with that. That's not such a bad thing. If you're having shallow conversations about, have you heard this thing on the news, or the weather is pretty good, huh? There's no connection. But when you could sit there and you could talk to people about the struggles and the pain that you've been through and they can relate to that, that's where real connection comes from. And that's where loneliness just dissipates. Another way to stop feeling lonely is asking for help. We're human. There's going to be times in our lives where we need help for something, whether we want to admit it or not. And if we could ask for that help and be vulnerable and accept that help, it makes us closer connected to the people that are offering it and that are there for us. And if you're not okay with asking for help, asking for a similar story. You'd be surprised to see how many other people are going through similar situations or have been through similar situations. And sometimes just hearing that story of how they went through it and what they did to overcome it or get through it can inspire you to do the same thing, and at the same time make you feel more connected with that person. Another way, and this is an incredible way to stop feeling lonely, is to build a community or a tribe of love and support. And what I mean by that is a group of people that are on a similar mission to you, or they value a mission that you're on, and they love and support you no matter what. And one of the best ways to do that is, one, have a mission, two, convey that mission to people, and three, be the love and support that you would love to have. Which ties into the final way to stop feeling lonely is to help someone else feel less lonely. Look out. There's people all around you that feel lonely, like they're the only person in the world going through shit. And the better you could help them and be there for them, the less lonely you're going to feel, and the more likely they are to help you when you really need it. So that's lonely in a nutshell. That's signs of loneliness, why we feel lonely, where does it come from, and how to stop feeling lonely. If you got value from that, make sure you like this video so I know that I'm giving value and I make more things that are similar. If you want to hear something else, put it in the comments below and I'll get to working on it if enough people want it. Again, my name is Disciplined by Tony. I help men build a life that money can't buy. If that's something that interests you, just click the not the share button, the subscribe button. See you guys next time.